My name is Rhonda Turner. I think the first time I can remember having an issue was probably in junior high, having cavities, and that was the first time my gums started bleeding. You name it, I've had it. And then a great fear of dental procedures, the needles, the drills, the lovely sounds, the cold water splashing in your mouth while they're drilling. It was just like always a bad situation. I heard about it from Dr. Fairchild, seeking him out. He's been one of the few dentists that I have found that I'm comfortable with, that understood. I think honestly, when you go in, you fill out all of that paperwork and they ask you what your fears are. Seems like they look at it and then they come right in, stick you and start working. And he really listened, and he came in and he just took his time, and I wasn't afraid. So he's been the best. So I've been on a journey with him. And then when I came and found him again, he told me about the 3 and 6. And so I'm excited. I want to be able to enjoy food. I want to just be able to eat without pain. Pain is an everyday issue. You have to take, Motrin every day just so that you can get through the day having a meal. And so I look forward to eating and smiling.
So today we're doing Rhonda's teeth.
Right.
And she has fantastic bone structure. So we spoke with her about doing a 4-on-8 instead of a 3-on-6 because, quite frankly, it's the best thing for her. And she has lots and lots of bone, so we're going to take full advantage of it. What we do is we place the implants in ideal positions so that we can support the prosthetics that are going to go on top. So you can see here, this implant, because we can, it's slid all the way back and it's vertical. And these are actually quite long implants, which is really fun for me. It's an opportunity to do a case essentially perfectly as it should be done. So she's going to end up with 8 implants when she's done today. She's got a lot of infected teeth and decayed teeth. We're going to get rid of all of those. And then we're going to replace bone wherever we take teeth out and around the implants, so that she'll actually likely have more bone than she does today. Years ago, I took these teeth out for her in a different time. It was probably 6-7 years ago. And I bone grafted these, and what you can tell from the bone grafting is she has an amazing amount of bone still here. So because when we pulled the teeth, she bone grafted them. She knew she wanted to get implants someday. And as a result, I've got all the bone in the world here precisely where I need it, which is amazing. So she's going to go to sleep for a few hours, and when she wakes up, she's going to have a brand new smile. All right, so what questions do you have for me, young lady?
Well, I just want to know, the steps, how it goes. So, I'm going to sleep, and then you're just going to go to town and...
First, you go to sleep, but it's understood that a person can still feel things, right? Even if you can't remember it, you can still feel it. So first thing we do is get you numb, right? Then we wait for you to get numb a little bit. Then we set to removing the teeth, putting the implants in where we're going to put them, right? And then modifying the bone a little bit such that it will look pretty when it's done. Then we put something called an MUA. It's a fitting that goes in the implant to alter the angle of it, any which way we need it to go. Then we scan, right? Scan the whole mouth again. Now we have how the mouth looks today, and we have the position of the implants, and then we take the design that we've already made for you and fit it to the implants. Then that gets put into a 3-dimensional file, sent to us. We print it, right? Once we print it, we do a few things to get it set from the printing stage to the stage where it's ready to be inserted. And then finally, we insert it into the mouth and we stitch everything up, right? Bone graft everywhere where we need to fill in all the bone, right? So that we never take bone away. We only add bone with this procedure. So you'll have as much bone after the procedure as you did before, and probably more, right? Which is very helpful. So then finally we stitch you up, and about the time we're stitching, we begin waking you up, right? So there's never any time wasted.
Oh, that's...
Every minute we're moving and doing something. You excited to see your new teeth?
I am.
I'm excited.
I am. I want to just... I'm so excited. I'm just trying to maintain and be cool.
I can't wait. I promise you in a few minutes you're going to be cool.
Yeah. I'll be cool as sleep.
I'll see you in a few hours.
Absolutely. Thanks, Doc.
Yes, ma'am.
is complete.
Like being on a miracle reel.
So surgery went amazingly.
Good. That's it. I just slept a lot. Then he said, it's a little off, but yeah. The center.
Yes, just
a smidge. But yeah.
If you don't say it's because it's throwing everything, your smile is going to be...
Yeah, and it's so bright, so white.
It's so gorgeous, and the lower looks amazing.
I know. It feels great.
Oh.
I just feel...
So
I can't wait till it feels more natural.
Right.
Yeah.
So keep it in. Just keep a salt water for 3 days. Then after 3 days, tissue will come down and softness.
So I can gargle with salt water now?
Yes. It's so beautiful.
I feel beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that's just...
I can't believe it.
It looks very natural.
I've already been sending out pictures to everybody. I'm like, looky, I got choppers.
For the temporary, that is incredible.
So my sister was like, oh my God, it looks so pretty. And yeah.
So we took an x-ray. Let me get him the x-ray. You're going to take a look. We're going to bring on the screen and you will see how many implants you have.
That's amazing.
There is a surprise for you.
Yeah. I can only imagine.
You look kind of fast.
I know, I'm excited.
So 2 things I want to change moving forward. So I'm taking notes today, right? Because they're things that I want to change. And of course, anything that you want to change later, we're going to change it, right? Whatever you want, you're going to get it. But the first thing is for your face, I think the teeth need to be a little bit wider, the front teeth.
Yeah.
Right? In my opinion, they're not wide enough for you, right? So, and I don't mean by much, all you got to do is the 2 central incisors, your 2 front teeth, widen them 1 millimeter, right? And that will be the look that I'm looking for. And I want to shorten your laterals a little bit. So the next 2 little teeth over, I want to shorten those a little bit. And I mean, one of the things that makes classic beauty for a woman is long, short, long, right? So long centrals, a little bit shorter laterals, or they're tucked behind a little bit, and then long canines, similar in length to the front 2 teeth. So the other thing that I want to change for sure is they have your midline about 2 millimeters to your left.
Yeah.
Right, and we're going to change that. Your surgery looks absolutely beautiful. And I'll show you that later. Let me in a few minutes, I'll show you your surgery. You have 8 implants, and they are long. So, I mean, the chances of any of those going bad is so remote, it's hard to imagine it. And the placement of them is literally perfect. So it's precisely where they should be based on the arrangement of your skeleton. Right? So they're exactly where they need to be. So all we need to do is the next design, we're going to shift it a little bit, and the implants are already there. They're precisely where they need to be. Yeah. So, but your case went flawlessly yesterday. Nothing, unusual happened. I'm happy, obviously.
Me too.
At the end,
we super sleepy.
You look like $1 million. Yeah. So, apparently.
Well, your wife was like 20 years old. I said, I'll take that. I'll take it.
The most important opinion is yours, right?
Yes.
At the end of the day, we want.
Well, the fact that I felt teeth back there this morning, I kind of ran my tongue along the back, and I was like, oh my God, there's 2 there. Oh my God, there's 1 in the back down here. I was like too excited.
Now what we're going to do, I want to make sure this is fastened down as tight as it needs to be. So a lot of times during the surgery, the tissue's swollen, right? And so we fastened it down yesterday, but today it tightened just a little bit more. And sure enough, we got about another half a turn, maybe a third of a turn. The last thing we're going to check, and I already know the answer, but I can look at you and see. We're going to check and see how tall you made your teeth relative to how tall they should be. So, but I already know, because I can look at you and see that they look natural, that you can easily close your lips, and that your speech isn't in any way impaired, despite the fact that these are brand new teeth that you just got, right? Right. So the only thing we have left to do today is we've adjusted her bite, we tightened everything down, is fill in the little holes. Commonly we'll see you in about a week or 2, just to take a look. And then we'll see you at the 2-month mark to take a new x-ray to make sure all the implants are healing as they should be. And then we will take your old temps, set it aside, put new temps in, but this time they'll be separated. Right, they'll be in 4 separate pieces, right? Then you wear those for a period of time, however long you want to wear them, right? Until you decide these are good, or I want to change this or change that. We make whatever changes you want us to make, And then finally, once you're happy, those get scanned and they get sent out for zirconias,
And then they'll be.
which are not temporary.
No.
Permanent teeth.
So when you switch them out from the temporary to the other, is that a go to sleep kind of thing, or
No,
is that-
it's just like this. So, I mean,
so I won't feel it because they're
Yeah.
on a.
because they're on implants. Yeah. So those screws that I just fastened now, those 8 screws, did you feel any of that?
No,
Same thing. Right.
I was anticipating though.
Yeah. Well, you just had surgery yesterday, so if you'd have felt something, it would
Yeah.
not be, all that uncommon. You're still sore from yesterday. But once you've healed, right, we make the permanent teeth to suit your gums and where the implants are and everything as they are at that time. So when we put them in, you just basically unfasten the temporary, set them aside, put the permanent ones in, fasten them down, right, tighten them, and it feels just more or less like today.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And then once those are tightened down and the little holes are filled in, that's that. You just live your life, get cleaning twice a year like everybody else, and enjoy the world.
Yay!
Smile a lot.
I will. You can't keep people smiling.